So at the core of our entire system is what we call the clarity model. And you'll see here, it's really the overlap of three things: awareness, expectations, and feedback. Think of it this way. Think of the Reese's peanut butter cup, right? Like you've got chocolate and peanut butter. And so for years, we've been doing development. Honestly, some of it probably not the best way with the greatest return on investment, because we fell into the same trap that pretty much everybody in our industry falls into. But we started to notice some things and some trends, and we noticed that these expectations are really important. And we noticed that developing awareness at a deeper level was important. And we saw that employees were wanting more and more feedback. It's interesting, some of you may have heard of some research that was done by Dr. Urich, and she talked about how 95% of people, according to her studies, think they're aware. And in reality, only 15% of them are. So there's a huge gap between how aware we think we are and our actual awareness. We teach awareness in three areas: self-awareness, others awareness, and situational awareness. And when we can develop a stronger muscle around our awareness of ourselves and the people around us and the situations we find ourselves in, our leadership effectiveness will go through the roof. Secondly, we know in relationship to expectations that the greatest source of frustration is an unmet expectation. So think about that for a second. The greatest source of frustration is often an unmet expectation. The question is, do people know my expectations? Do I know what's expected of me? Have we communicated those clearly? Are we in agreement on those? And lastly, feedback. I grew up in a day and age where you were lucky to get an annual review. That just isn't sufficient anymore. And what most research is indicating today, that regardless of age, over half of employees would like feedback at least every 2 weeks. And can we just be honest for a second? Like, people want to know where they stand. They need to know where they stand, and they deserve to know where they stand. And if we're not giving them that type of feedback, that's something that has to change really in our leadership.